Food you must avoid if you have prostate enlargement. Prostate enlargement is a serious health condition that has become a problem for most men these days. While most men will experience it as they age, the condition can have some social consequences as well as marital problems. Changes in sexual function caused by prostate enlargement, in particular, can put a strain on relationships. In some cases, prostate enlargement can cause urinary problems, which can be embarrassing and disruptive, especially when you are surrounded by a large crowd or meeting someone for the first time. In this video, we will share with you 6 foods that you should avoid eating if you are already suffering from prostate enlargement, so make sure to stay tuned till the end of the video because we will also share some healthy habits at the end of this video to help shrink down your prostate. The prostate is a small, walnut-shaped gland that is part of the male reproductive system. It is located in front of the rectum and just below the bladder, where urine is stored, and surrounds the urethra, the tube that carries urine from the bladder to the outside of the body. Benign prostatic hyperplasia, or in other words prostate enlargement, is a health challenge where there is an increase in the normal size of the prostate gland. So what happens over here in this situation? As the prostate grows in size, it presses and pinches the tube, urethra, that drains urine from the body, resulting in a sudden inability to pass urine, causing straining to pee, which then leads to severe lower tummy pain and bladder swelling. Changes in hormonal levels, that is, an imbalance in hormones such as estrogen and testosterone, are one of the causes of this challenge. There are also symptoms such as weak or painful ejaculation, a weak flow of urine, and a frequent need to pee, which can damage the bladder and kidney if the condition progresses and is not dealt with in time. Research shows that there are some foods to trigger this and make the situation worse. So, with that being said, let us look at these foods that cause this to happen. The first food on the list to avoid with prostate enlargement is spicy foods. Some men enjoy spicy foods, while others find the taste to be too overwhelming. However, what many men may not realize is that spicy foods can actually have a negative impact on their prostate health. In fact, studies have shown that consuming spicy foods very often is very bad, especially for men with prostate enlargement. If you are a man and you take in too much spicy food, it is better you limit the intake or, if possible, stop eating foods with too much spice. This is because this may cause irritation in the bladder and the prostate, which increases inflammation in an already existing prostate enlargement and intensify the symptoms of the prostate problem. So, if you experience more symptoms after eating spicy foods, it is best to avoid them entirely for good prostate health. Secondly, saturated fat is also another food you should avoid with prostate enlargement. Saturated fat is a type of fatty acid found in many animal products. We may not realize it, but most of the food we enjoy eating every day contains this type of fat. It can be found in processed food, meat, dairy products, and salad dressing. This fat type has been linked to a variety of health issues, including heart disease, diabetes, and prostate challenges. Studies show that it is very good to avoid consuming this type of fat with a prostate problem because saturated fats affect the hormones that control male sex characteristics, including testosterone levels, and the more saturated fat we eat, the higher the risk of prostate enlargement and cancer. Instead, foods like avocado, fish, nuts, and olive oil can be an excellent source of fat for your prostate health. Another food that is also dangerous for men with prostate enlargement is sugary food. Though sugar is a great source for the body to generate enough energy for work, however, the downside of it if you overconsume it, especially men with an enlarged prostate, is that when men consume too much sugar, it can cause inflammation and oxidative stress in the prostate gland, which can also intensify an already existing prostate problem. Furthermore, a high sugar diet may cause prostate enlargement in men. This is due to the hormone insulin being released when we consume a lot of sugar. This hormone can interfere with testosterone production, resulting in an imbalance in testosterone levels in the body, and as said already, a change in hormonal levels increases the risk of prostate enlargement in men. It is recommended that men should not eat or drink more than 5 teaspoons of sugar per day. The next food you should also avoid eating is red meat and processed meat. For most men, meat is so much essential, as it provides enough protein in our case of building up enough muscles at the gym. Most of the meat we always consume has been processed in some way to preserve or flavor it. By experts, too much processed meat could be very bad for your general health. Processed meat like bologna, hot dogs, and red meat such as beef, goat, and pork contain high levels of saturated fats, which may lead to inflammation in the body. This inflammation can cause the cells in the prostate to grow faster, which is very bad if you are already suffering from prostate enlargement. So, with that being said, it is important for you to know what you need to do in order to maintain good prostate health. Instead of red or processed meat, you can replace it with other protein sources like fresh fish, skinless poultry, beans, and legumes. Now just a quick reminder. This video mainly aims to educate and create awareness about your prostate health. For any severe health condition of your prostate, make sure to consult your doctor for more advice and health attention, and to get notified on every health video we upload, remember to tap on the subscribe button to support this channel and turn on the notification bell. Another product that is very bad for your prostate is alcohol. Alcohol can be very dangerous for men with prostate enlargement, and the situation worsens if one finds it very difficult to end its consumption due to addiction. For most men, consumption may be due to stress or just for entertainment, which is very bad for men with prostate enlargement. So, what is the point of saying this? Alcohol relaxes the muscles in the bladder and prostate, causing the bladder to be unable to hold urine for an adequate period of time, resulting in you wanting to pee all the time, which becomes a problem with a very small or narrow urethra to flow urine out of your body due to the increased size of the prostate gland, which increases the risk of developing urinary tract infections and kidney damage. Number 6. Avoid eating dairy food. Dairy products are extremely beneficial to our bodies because they contain essential nutrients that keep our muscles, bones, nerves, teeth, skin, and vision healthy. Unfortunately, for men with prostate enlargement, this may not be sufficient. Dairy products are foods that are commonly made from milk which has been obtained from animals like cow and goat. Foods like whole milk, full-fat cheese, full-fat yogurt, and full-fat butter are dairy products that are known to contain inflammatory chemicals which can trigger inflammation in the gland, making symptoms of prostate enlargement more severe. Furthermore, studies have shown that most dairy products contain some estrogen components, and this is capable of causing a change in hormonal levels. As such, cutting out these products could be much more helpful to maintain good prostate health. Coconut milk, soy milk, hemp milk, and rice milk could be a great alternative for any other milk. So, now that we know the food to avoid for people with prostate enlargement, let's take a look at some lifestyle changes and healthy habits that can help shrink down your prostate naturally. 1. You should eat plenty of natural foods. As there are some foods that are dangerous to eat with a poor prostate condition, so are there some foods that are very healthy for your prostate. Taking a lot of natural foods like fruits and vegetables such as tomatoes, berries, citrus fruits, cauliflower, and cabbage helps a lot. Antioxidants like lycopene found in tomatoes help prevent the growth of prostate epithelial cells and the prostate tissues, which in turn protect your prostate against conditions that increase the size of the gland. Also, nutrients like omega-3 inhibit or reduce inflammation in the body and manage the symptoms of the enlarged prostate gland. Eating salmon is a great sauce to provide your body with omega-3. Secondly, the treatment of prostate enlargement depends on the intensity of its symptoms. Some lifestyle changes, according to studies, help relieve symptoms and aid in the treatment of prostate enlargement. Drinking less caffeine, alcohol, and artificial sweeteners prevent irritation in the bladder, and drinking less fluid in the evening 2 hours before bed will help prevent frequent visit to the washroom and make urinary symptoms less severe, which is very helpful in the treatment and the shrinking process of the gland. So that is all for this video. Make sure to support this channel by clicking the subscribe red button and turn on the notification bell to get notified on our new videos. Thanks for watching, and if you find this video helpful, why not give it a like?